Hi kids, so you are once again back with me at your favorite learning platform, Learn Forward, and I am here with your grammar book, The Grammar Hub by Feathercap. Going ahead, taking you ahead in the journey for grammar, I am here with second chapter of your book, that is the word. So let's get started and see what's there we are going to learn in words. You have already learnt about words in grade 1. Let's recall and see what you remember from there. Here are some letters. What are words? When you arrange letters in a way that you get a meaning out of it, that is called a word, right? So here we have some groups of letters. Why am I saying groups of letters? Because they are not making any meaning. So we'll just rearrange them, we'll shuffle them and arrange them in a way that you get a meaningful word out of them. So the first one is RAC. So does that give any meaning to you? No. So let's make a meaningful word that you see a picture here. What do you get out of it? Yes, that's car. Right. So you have a meaningful arrangement of words here and it becomes a word, that is car. Let's arrange the next one. And here is the picture. That is a hen. Hen. That's perfect. The next one is ILNO. Ilno. Is that a word you have ever heard? So what's the meaningful word out of these letters? Yes, that's the picture to help you out. And it's a lion. Very good. And the last one is the picture that moves over your head in summer. That is a fan. Very good, students. So these are the words we have formed from the given group of letters. Let's see what do we have in store for you today now for the next grade. What are words? When letters are joined together to give some meaning. That is the foremost condition, that you have to join letters to get a meaningful word. That is, they form words. For example, when you join HE, you get he, that we use for males. If you join B, A, G, you get the word bag. Similarly, when you join R, E, A, D, you get the word read. Very good. So, this is how you join letters to get the words. Now, students, it's really very interesting to know that even some letters individually on their own, they stand like words. Yes. And those letters are I. When somebody talks of oneself, what is the word that you use? Yes, you say I am a good student. So what is I there? That is the letter in the English alphabet. But here in this sentence, I am a good student. Don't you think I is a word also? Yes. Similarly, we have two other letters that work like words. So, I is one of them. Then the next is a. A is used as a word in sentences. I eat a banana every morning. So, isn't a word here in the sentence? Yes. And you know what it means? It means one. Yes. So, a alone is a letter that is used as a word in the sentences. And then the third letter is O. Oh my God. So what's that? Here in this sentence, the letter O is again used as a word. So that is another letter. So we have got 3 letters in English alphabet that are used as words. Now the next is, why do you need words? You need words to speak or write something, right? Just like we join bricks to get walls and the walls together make up a building. Similarly, in your English language, letter is the building block, that is the brick of your language. When you join these letters, you get the walls of English language, which are words. Very good. And when you join these words to give a good meaning, perfect meaning, you get sentences. So that is why we need words. With words, we write or speak sentences. Yes. So we need to use words to speak or write. And different words have different meanings. Good. And you know, sometimes although you learn ahead, let me tell you, sometimes a single word might have more than one meaning also. Just for an example, just for your reference, what is this? This word is watch. And can somebody tell me what's the meaning of watch? Oh yes, it's what you tie here. That's a wrist watch. And what do you do with the TV? What do you? Yes, don't you watch TV? So there watch means you are seeing something. So that spelling is also same. That means sometimes a single word also gives you different meanings. We'll learn about it later. Let's move ahead now. The order of letters in a word. Yes, you have to write, I told you, you have to write the letters in an order so that you get some meaning out of it. And if you get a meaning out of it, that is called a word. That arrangement of letters is called a word. And such an arrangement of letters is called the spelling of the word, right? So if I ask you, students, what is the spelling of teacher? So what will you do? What do you have to tell me? You have to tell me the sequence of letters in which you write the word teacher to make it meaningful. This is the spelling of teacher, and we may also say, okay, spell the word teacher. That means you have to tell the spelling of the word teacher. That means to put in the proper order, to write those letters in proper order so that you get the correct word here. Fine. So the order of letters in a word is called spelling, and if the spelling is wrong, the word will not have any meaning, or it might have some different meaning, right? So the word will have a different meaning or no meaning at all. So you have to remember to write the letters in proper sequence. Let's move ahead now. This is very interesting. Students, just like we have different parts of body, and when you put those different parts of body together, we get a human being. Can you just name some of your body parts? Yes, so you start with head, then your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your chin, and the neck and your body downline, your hands, your stomach, your legs, your feet. These are your parts of body. And when we just put them together, we are there as a person to work, right? Similarly, in English language, we have parts of speech, right? And each word that we write in a sentence can be divided, can be put under any one of these categories, these different parts rather. And what are these different parts? Let's read them out. It starts from here. You have already learned about some in the previous class. Let's just see which one you have learned. Have you learned about nouns? This is one part of speech. The next is pronoun. The third one is adjectives, then verbs. Next is adverb, then the next preposition, then conjunction, and the last but not the least is interjection. And we have example of each of these here. Starting from noun, that we have already done, man, doctor, Delhi, these are the examples of nouns. Then he, she, it, they, these are pronouns. Adjectives are young, old, sweet, sour, beautiful, these are adjectives. Go, write, sleep, stand, sit, these are all verbs. Then bravely, loudly, neatly, gracefully, these are all adverbs. About, around, in, on, under, these are all prepositions. And, so, but, these are conjunctions. And wow, oh, these are interjections. And I think you have learned something, some little about each one of them except adverbs and interjections, which we'll be learning ahead now. Let's know in brief about these different parts of speech that we'll be doing in detail later. The first part is the nouns. Do you remember we have already done nouns in grade 1? What are nouns? In a little words, nouns are simply naming words. What are they? They give a name. You can name anything, anybody around, and they are nouns. So nouns are used to name. They may name person, places, animals, things. They might name, you might give name to days or the months in a calendar. So they are all names. They are nouns. Like doctor, school, umbrella, parrot, honesty, all these are names. Next is pronouns. Pronouns are the words that are used in place of nouns. Pronouns. In place of nouns. Like if I say Ram is a good boy, I'll say he is waiting for me, right? So I am using he for Ram. Ram is a good boy. Ram is waiting for me. So here I am using he in place of Ram. So that is a pronoun. Adjectives are the qualities, right? So whenever you describe some noun or pronoun, the words that you use to describe are called adjectives, like sweet, sour, beautiful, ugly, intelligent, dark, bright. These are all describing words. They are called adjectives. Like we have the examples here: small, beautiful, red, first, brave. These are all adjectives. Next is verbs. They are the action words. Yes, you all are so energetic and keep doing some action. So all these actions are the verbs, like read, pray, play, count, write, even sleep. See, you are not doing any work. That's not an action. No, it is. Sleep is also an action, remember. If you are sitting, you feel I'm not doing anything. Sit is also an action, right? So all these words are verbs. These are action words. Adverbs, they tell you something about verbs, like how you are speaking, softly, politely, loudly, right? So these are adverbs. How do you run? Fast, right? So these are fast, slowly, quickly, well. These are all adverbs. Next is conjunctions. Conjunctions means to join. So these are called the joining words. And, or, but, because. When you give a reason, you say because. As, you say so. So these are all conjunctions. They are the joining words. Next is prepositions. Prepositions show the relation. They show the position, like in, on, above, under, over, into, between, among. What are all these? These are prepositions. They make a relation. Then the last but not the least is interjections, and they are like the exclamations. Oh, wow, how beautiful. So these are interjections. If you get hurt, you say, ah. When you are in pain, you say, ah, bravo, how beautiful. So these are all interjections. So these are the 8 parts of speech, and you put each of the word in a sentence under one of these 8 categories, and we'll be learning about them in detail ahead. So let's recall what we have learned today. Letters, yes, they are the bricks of English language. So letters are joined together to make the words. And different words have different meanings. Do you remember? I have told you some words wherein the same word has more than one meaning also, right? So one word can have more than one meaning also, and different words have different meanings. In English language, there are 8 parts of speech. Let's recall them. Noun. That is the first thing you learn in grammar. Then pronoun. The next one is adjectives. Next is verbs. Then adverbs. Next is prepositions. Then conjunctions. And last but not the least important is interjections. So these are the 8 parts of speech in English language. I hope you have understood this. Let's move ahead and do some exercises now, just to check how much you have learned from today's session. So here are the pictures, here are the groups of letters, and you have to rearrange them to make them meaningful words. Do you remember, students, what is the rearrangement of letters to get a meaningful word called? Yes, that's called the spelling of the word. So I can say, spell out the word that represents this picture. What is that? That's a hat. So it is H-A-T, right? Next is, what's the correct spelling? Yes, B-A-T. Brilliant. What do you see here? Can you spell it out? Yeah, that's a Yes. Yes. Wow, brilliant. That's a kite. This is a so easy, isn't it? And what's the name of this bird? Yes, that's an owl. What's this shiny little star? Good. S-T-A-R. Next is, what's this? Yes, that's a mug. And this is a net. What's this pretty little green? Yes, that's a fish. Good recognition. And this is a beautiful flower. That's a rose. R-O-S-E. And this is a small little tub in which your baby doll will take a bath. That's a tub. And this is a healthy, yes, that's a healthy pea pod. That's a pea. Very good, students. So let's see what's next. Pick the correct answers. So we have, the first one is, when two or more letters are joined together to give some meaning, what do they form? Do they form vowels? Do the letters come together to form sentences? No. Do they form consonants? Consonants themselves are letters. So what do they form? Yes, they form words together. The order of letters, what is that order of letters in a word called when you have to put the words in proper sequence to get a meaning out of it? That is called the spelling of the word. Very good. Let's move to the next. Yes, read the letters given below, then look at the pictures and join these letters to form an appropriate word. So now we have given you so many letters here. You will just pick out only the letters that you need to spell out a particular word that represents the given picture. Just like this is a girl. So for girl, we have picked out G, I, R and L. Similarly, the second one is a, yes, good, that's a mug. Who is going to spell it out? Yes, M, U, G. Very good. So, M-U-G is the correct spelling of this. What is this? Yes, that's a bag, B-A-G again. You can also say that is a purse, P-U-R-S-E. So you can use both. You can say it's a bag or you can say it's a purse. What is this? Yes, this is a boy. So you have all the letters here. B, O, Y. The next is a cute little green fish. F-I-S-H. Fish. F-I-S-H. That's a fish. Next is a, yes, that's a school bus. B-U-S. You have all the letters there. Next is, yes, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So it's that healthy for you to take an apple every day. So A double P L E. That's an apple. A double P L E, and you got all of them. Next is the, yes, that is a rat. R A T. So you mean to say that is a mouse also? Let's see if we can get that spelling. M-O-U-S-E. That's brilliant. You could get that word also. So you have a choice here to write a rat or a mouse. That's wonderful, students. You have got the things so well today. So I hope you'll remember all these things till your next session, and always see you in the next class. Take care. Bye. Happy learning.